How about that?
Did you just make that up?
I just made that up.
Nice.
Okay. Welcome to the Stiles Short-Term Rental Adventures vlog, where Cassie and myself share our real-life experiences hosting visitors to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Now sit back and enjoy the show. Welcome back, everybody. I'm John.
And I'm Cassie.
And this is the Stiles Short-Term Rental Adventure. How about that?
Did you just make that up?
I just made that up.
Nice.
Okay. So we're back with episode 2 of our vlog. I was trying to think of what not our process, but our journey. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so episode 2 of our journey through the short-term rentals. And Toby's here with us.
Toby has to be in every video.
Well, we'll see.
Every video.
Anyways, so today what we wanted to talk about is the negatives of doing short-term rental, or the possible risks. And so, Cassie, what are one of the first negatives that come to mind with short-term rentals?
Well, even though we did talk about how people generally keep up the unit nice, there are a few bad apples in the world who do ruin things.
We don't know any of those two.
No. I'm sure we'll meet maybe one or two that just don't care. So it's a risk that he spends all this time and effort fixing this place up super nice, and then someone has a party and destroys it. So you can read news articles and see news reports about that happening. That has happened.
Yeah.
So that's one risk.
By the way, before we get into the other risks, I just want to give a shout out to my mom and dad. Thank you for having me. And
thank you too.
Thanks for all your support with this renovation projects. Both Dad with helping lay down this tile, and I think watching the kids a few times. And yeah, so we appreciate your support. Hope you enjoy our show. But anyways, getting back to the potential negatives of doing short-term rentals. One of the things that's coming on to my mind is the liability. So I've been kind of talking to insurance agents, and just there's extra liabilities when you're bringing in people who are only going to stay here for a short amount of time. So for example, one insurance agent told me that if somebody that is a guest at your place goes to a neighboring property and disrupts people there, causes a fight, does damage or whatever, that we can be held liable for that because they're guests of ours. But a normal homeowner's policy and a normal rental policy apparently doesn't cover that. So you got to make sure that your insurance has provisions for short-term rentals. So that's one potential negative, but also a way to resolve it is with the appropriate insurance, which leads into another negative, is that appropriate insurance does cost more. And so right now we've got multiple properties and our vehicles all bundled into one insurance policy. We're going to have to split that up so that we can get the correct policy for this property, and then the other stuff will be separated. So that's a negative.
I'm so glad you take care of all that stuff. I don't think about that stuff. So
what's another negative that does come to your mind?
I'm actually afraid that we'll get negative reviews for things beyond our control. Things that, like, we live next to a current 4-year construction project in our city.
35W. Woohoo!
So
I just made that up too.
So they're doing tons of constructions just across the way from us. And even though there's a sound barrier wall, our house is still somewhat vibrating from the work. So I'm afraid that negative review will then impact other people's decisions to sleep here, and therefore cutting our amount of people that come and stay.
Okay, yeah. So negative reviews, and And along with that is potential vacancies, because when you have a long-term lease, you know, you are 100% vacant, or sorry, occupied for that 1 year of the lease. With short-term rentals, you know, people are going to be coming and going, and it may be difficult to get all the days booked. We're hoping that due to the location, really close to downtown, and due to the quality of the unit here, that it will be really attractive for people to stay here. But there's the possibility that we go several days, several weeks, several months with nobody booking. I don't think that's going to happen.
I think that's worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Worst case. Because like I mentioned in the previous video, our neighbors have rented their places just in the same neighborhood, and it's been positive. And then we have events in Minneapolis that draw, you know, tens of thousands of people. Final Four is coming up in March, and concerts or political people that come into town, that always draws a crowd. So I think at some point necessity will outweigh some of that.
I think the location is really key for our spot. Again, close to downtown. Hey, if you're coming to Minneapolis and you want to stay close to downtown, check out our spot. I'm sure we'll link it below.
The cool thing about us is that we have a garage. So you could leave your car and head out, get an Uber, plant yourself in downtown, and you're all set to go.
We've got those new scooters, so you could just scooter around.
Find a bird, catch a bird.
So, of course, I probably should clear out that garage space, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
All in due time.
So, any other negatives that come to mind? Why are you talking so positively here?
Sorry, negative. So I'm also afraid that people will flat out lie. I've heard that, you know, it's just me and my family coming, but then somehow 10 other people are staying in the unit. And that's not cool to lie to people.
Yeah, don't lie. Yeah. So another negative that comes to my mind is the frequency of turnover and the
amount
of work and involvement.
I was actually thinking of that, just as you were thinking of your previous one.
So you know, most of the time when a lot of the people that I try to hang out with are entrepreneurs who are trying to systematize their businesses so that they can kind of step out of the business and have it run itself. And I have heard of that working with Airbnb, but the idea that you have to potentially turn it over on a daily basis is very hands-on. So it's kind of the opposite of a passive investment or a passive business.
I gotta step up my game.
How so?
I have 4 kids, usually 2, sometimes 3 dogs, maybe.
Because of our dog, Toby, and then she decided to...
We foster dogs.
Foster dogs.
Okay, so...
Do you want to shout out to
Shout out Warrior Dog Rescue. Minneapolis-based. Twin Cities-based. And so I've got all that going on, plus I have to turn over between, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m.?
Something like that.
If I don't get that done, negative review.
So, yeah. But at some point when this gets really going, you know, we can bring in other cleaners and other help. So...
I would feel like a failure.
So, but anyways, negatives. What else is negative about this adventure?
What if it doesn't work?
Yeah.
It is a risk. It won't work.
So we put a lot of effort into this. For example, furnishing the place. You know, when we're just doing a straight up rental, we don't have to worry about beds and furniture and kitchen supplies.
Oh yeah, the setup cost is bad.
So that's another expense.
It's like double what you've already... No, okay, maybe not double.
No. But thankfully, not to get too positive about this, but I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at finding good deals on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's been fine.
I've been a pretty good dumpster diver too in the past.
Don't dumpster dive.
Okay, I haven't done any dumpster diving for this round.
That's true.
But
We won't talk about our house.
so yes, the extra cost of furnishing the property is another negative potentially. All right, any other last ones?
People steal stuff.
Yeah, so if we put all that money into providing stuff and then people take it,
That's not cool.
another thing that's not cool.
But we believe in humanity, that the greater good is going to prevail. Honey, I can't stay negative. I have to stay positive, because if we continue on in this negative video, it will just break my heart.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's wrap this up then. Listen, if you've thought about short-term rentals but didn't go after it because of some sort of negative thought or possibility or what if, be sure to comment below. We'd love to hear that from you. And just so you know, if you're watching this as a video format but you'd like to hear it on the go, be sure to subscribe to the podcast. And if you're listening to the podcast and you'd like to see what we look like, you can watch us on YouTube. So most likely this is going to be on my channel, Real Estate Stiles, because I am a real estate agent. And yeah. Anyways, that's all for now. Last words?
Think positive.
Or negative. Anyways, all right, we'll catch you next time on a more positive video. Thanks.
Bye.
You've been watching the Stiles Short-Term Rental Adventures vlog, where Cassie and myself share our real-life experiences hosting visitors to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Be sure to subscribe so you can continue to follow along with each episode of our adventures. Thanks for watching. This podcast is brought to you by the VIP Real Estate Group at Bridge Realty. Hi, I'm John Stiles, team leader and real estate agent. Here at the VIP Real Estate Group, our goal is to provide 5-star customer service for each of our clients. We treat each client as if they are our best client. If you are considering buying a home in today's market, you need a realtor who knows how to set you up for success. At the VIP Real Estate Group, we strive to understand your unique situation so that we can help your offer stand out from the crowd. Find out more by going to our website, www.mnviprealestategroup.com/BUY, or call 612-584-1345. We look forward to serving you.